so early 2000s core.
Software version 7.0. Looking at life through the eyes of a tire hub.
Sounds like life's just passing you by.
Is a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, of our city. No! What are you on the wall? How do you on disorder? Disorder! No! Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder! Disorder! Disorder!
Okay, that feels like someone is like watching life passing them by. I like that. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep, that's like where life is. It's like between death and sleep is where life exists, but it feels just as dreary. Like it sounds like it's just like this dreary life where like nothing feels fulfilling and it's just toxic and it's the same thing day after day, like watching it from a tire cap, eating these seeds for pleasure. It's like that's all your life is. It's just like nothing. It feels like hopeless and boring, and you're just existing in this world of Groundhog's Day where it's the same kind of nothing exciting or good happening over and over. And then he's like, what is this? He's like mad about it for a second. I don't know. We'll see.
More wood for their fires, loud neighbors, flashlight reveries caught in the headlights of a truck, eating seeds as a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, of our city. No! What are you on the wall? How do you on disorder? Disorder! No! Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder! Disorder! Disorder!
Shred. How is his head moving that fast? It has to be sped up, but that was just freaking me out.
What are you on the world? How are you on disorder? No!
Wait, I like that because he's almost like there's like this anger. He's like raging against living this life that is so disordered, that feels so unfulfilling and dreary and hopeless, and like this place where it's not even like you're alive. It's just you're between the sacred silence and sleep, between like death and sleep, and he's like raging against it. He's like upset about it, but the anger isn't actually doing anything to change anything because it's not pointed. It's just like, I'm just angry and I'm letting it out, which is like what a lot of us do all the time when we're angry. It's not like directed anger. Let's see what happens.
Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder! Disorder! Disorder!
It's like so many different faces.
I became the sun that shone life into the man's heart. When I became the sun that shone life into the man's heart.
That's really interesting. At the end, he says, when I became the sun, I shone life into man's hearts. And it sounded like at the end, there was almost like building to something. It was like he was like processing his anger and processing his defiance of it. Instead of being his anger being like just blah, like out everywhere, it became like more pointed. He used his anger to get him somewhere else and directed it in a way that actually felt helpful. And I think it's a a message to all of us that like when we are in this toxic cycle where we feel like we are continually over and over living in a life that we don't want to live in, we often get angry about it, but we just get angry and we just don't direct our anger. It's just blah, we're just angry. I don't have any other better way to say it besides blah. We're just angry and it's not pointed. But when we direct our anger, then that gives us the opportunity to use it as a weapon. When we direct our anger, when we use our anger to rally against something instead of to rage against something, that gives us an opportunity, right? It's like this song points out exactly what it's like to feel like in a dreary life and how when you're in that feeling, eventually you're going to be like, what do you own the world? How do you own disorder? Like, what's happening here? Why is it like this? And it makes you just point the anger everywhere, outwards. And when you are in that place, it's a good question to ask, like, am I just shooting my anger out? Or am I going to use my anger to shoot myself up into a new place, into a new life? Am I going to use my anger to become the sun so that I can actually shine on other people who are stuck and are feeling like they are in this place where they can't get out of this dreary, disordered life, to show them like, look, yes, I get it. I was angry about it once too, but instead of just being angry and releasing all my anger and letting it out for 1 second, I actually took a look at my anger and processed it. I feel like that's what's happening at the end. He's like processing it and it's like building into something. And then he uses it to shoot himself up so that then he's the sun and he's like shining on everyone like, look, and he's able to see like, look, this is what happened to me and I got out of it and you can get out of it too. If you feel like you are angry and you don't know what to do with it, or you feel like your life is just this dreary, every day is the same, please share in the comments by tagging out HeartSupport and we will encourage you. And if you like using metal music to shift your mindset, hit that subscribe button. That's what we do all day. Do us a favor, do a good deed today and get some great content and hit subscribe. If you like this, you're definitely going to like Chop Suey. I apparently live under a rock and I had never heard it before, so you could watch me listen to it for the first time here. And we use Chop Suey to help improve your mental health. Okay, I love you.